Welcome, one and all. I've had a massive run down here. I don't even know the team. In fact, I'm going to need your help to tell me the team. It was rumoured earlier on that Jack Grealish might be playing. Is he playing? Isn't he playing? I didn't even have time to get a beer. I've got a glass with my name etched on it. Look at that. So, how are we feeling, one and all? It's nice to see so many of you in the chat. Who have we got? Is that Gatesy there? I see. We got Rob, we got Ionix, we got Migsy, we got Jordan, we got Arthur, and we got Darren. Welcome, one and all. Are we excited? I've got it up on the telly now. There's a team. They're singing the national anthem. Singing. So we got Harry Kane, Pickford, Mings. Oh, that is a little bit different. There's Stones, there's Foden, there's Rice. There's no Jack Grealish. The rumour, hello, David, mate. But Reece James is there. Shaw's there. So there's no Jack Grealish. How are we feeling about that? Oh, bless you. Bless you. Thank you very much, Super Sticker. I don't think you get anything for that. I think you just basically give me a fiver. I'm not sure. If not, do you know what I'll do? I've got them somewhere. I've got some Hammers Chat stickers. I'll send you a Hammers Chat sticker, Mandy. There we go. Then you actually get a real proper sticker for it. There's Bex, David Beckham, the Beckmeister. This is good. This is good. I've not had time to get nervous. I didn't know the team. That's the first I've ever heard of it. Chloe, that's my daughter in the chat there as well. Hello, my darling. Hope you're well. She's at Nanny's. So clearly watching the game and watching a little bit of this. And we're about to get started. I don't know. Do we know? Please, someone in the chat. Trippier. Is Trippier playing? Not Trippier. What am I talking about? It is Trippier. It's Kieran. The geezer's name. It's not Kieran Trippier. Who am I thinking of? The Scotland geezer. Listen. Bambi is on the bench. This is Ionix. Now he is referring to Jack Grealish. Doesn't like Grealish too much. James, hello, James. Hope you're well, mate. He said Kane is our best player and one of the best strikers in the world. It's up to Southgate to create a system that maximises Kane's abilities. I totally agree. Yes, Tierney. Sorry, I did mean Tierney. Mr. Collingwood, thank you very much. Tierney, Gatesy, Tierney, James Gunn, Shaw instead of Trippier. Yeah, I got that. It was, I don't know why I just couldn't think of the name. Tierney. But now I do. Now all I'm thinking is of the name Tierney. Right. Okay. Well, I had a really rushed one. I ordered some food from like Just Eat. I ordered it at like 6:45. I mean, it got here. I've just finished it and run down here starving. Hello, Russ. He says, "Why do we never sing our national anthem?" He watched the rugby boys do it. The rugby boys really do pelt it out, don't we? Okay, James Stones, Ming Shaw, Phillips played well last time. Declan Rice, Mason Mount, Phil Foden, Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling is the lineup. What's my match tipple, Gonzo? Listen, mate, I've actually, funny enough, I'm drinking water. I do actually have a fridge full of beer in there, and I'm right up for drinking some of it. But hey, maybe I'll leg it. Maybe you won't mind. We're all friends like that, aren't we? I might leg it and get a beer. We'll see how it goes. I'll be celebrating or drowning me sorrows. And if anyone wants to join, anyone welcome to join. We'll have a little chat, watch the game. You're more than welcome to. All I would ask is that you, I can send you a link, and just make sure you've got a good internet connection. Really? That's about it, really. That's all you need. Good internet connection. There's Gareth Southgate. No waistcoat. He's got the raincoat. No tie, I noticed. But I guess you wouldn't have a tie with a raincoat, would you? And it would be most unfitting to wear a waistcoat today. England fans booing their team. I wouldn't. Do you know what? I've actually got this on mute. I have to have it on mute. It's got no atmosphere at all. It's a kick-off. So as you can sync in, I'll tell you the time in just a second. I've got this on mute. If otherwise, we get a copyright strike, and basically we'll get banned if they can hear. Even though we're not broadcasting a game, it will sound like we're trying to broadcast a game because ITV's feed will go in. That doesn't look good. Early doors from Luke Shaw. I mean, let's have a closer look at this. I don't even think the fella knew Shaw was there, to be honest with you. Okay, so I am on 30 seconds here, 31, 32, 33, 34, if you want to sync up with that. I think we're probably watching it at the same time, but because of the broadcast through YouTube and it going through the software, I guess I'm 30 seconds behind. There we go. No, I didn't think there was much in that challenge there, Gatesy. England with a throw in. Luke Shaw taking a throw in, so clearly he's well, he's fine, he's ready to go. Declan Rice with a clearance down the pitch. Now, this is obviously why Sterling is in the team, for his pace and for an outlet. A bit panicked there, I thought. Didn't really need to clear it into for a throw into, I was going to say West Ham, England. There's Kane on the left wing, just where you want him. And Sterling loses possession. Now, this guy on the ball there, McGinn, he's a decent player. Gio will be joining us. Who asked that? Someone just asked about Gio. Gio join us at half time. You can. Next. Once enough, we can get a commiseration card ready for Gio. Let me know in the chat if anyone is not watching. I hope you are. I hope you're not relying on me for to keep you up to date. I'll more than happily keep you up to date. Absolutely, I will. So, yeah, just let me know if there's anyone in there. And off we go. Luke Shaw again. Is it going to be another one where we go down this left-hand side? There was really a lot of that with Croatia, and I don't feel that the right-hand side was very productive, because I don't think Foden got the ball very much at all. Hopefully Reece James being there, and I do think that's the right decision, both the fullbacks. Yeah, Chloe, you're watching at Nanny's, aren't you? How many sweets do you think Southgate is carrying? Oh my goodness. I can't even believe I started reading that one. Got any pizza on this way? No, do you know what I just had? I had chips with chili, like chili con carne on the chips, and then cheese on top of that. And I didn't want to order the burger, so someone else had the burger. I didn't want to order it because I thought it'd have loads of sauce in it and mayo, and it didn't have any sauce in it, and the burger looked gorgeous. So I nicked a bit of it. Got to do it, haven't you? Can you give us a play-by-play with the old timey fit? I can do. We'll do a bit of something. Hello. All right, Gonzo. Evening all. How'd you say that? Shitty G? I don't want to get stitched up. Do you know what I mean? What's that bad food combo? It's called taco fries. That's what it is. Taco fries. I never had that until last week. Had it 3 times since then. Arthur's got a KFC. O'Donnell taking a throw in. Oh, look, nice little bit of combination play. Might be offside. Oh, crikey, they just had a shot. That was a good bit of, I suspect it was offside, but it was a nice bit of combination. Yeah, they got him well there. No, it wasn't offside. He would have been absolutely fine. Just for sync, if you want to sink in the timing, 3 minutes 58, 59 seconds. 4 minutes is the time I'm on at the moment. So Daddy is in the chat. How are you, Andy, by the way? Hope you're well, mate. Andy Walsh there. KFC bucket, salad and chips. Do they do a salad? They do a salad at KFC. Hello, Gonzo. Loving the content, mate. Hello, Glenn. Thanks, mate. Hope you're keeping well. I don't think this would be particularly spectacular content, but we get to watch the game together, don't we? So, gives us something to do. Nice one, Andy. Glad to hear it, mate. Okay, I mean, look, right. I know it's only 4 minutes, 40 seconds in, but let's see a little bit more of the ball, please, England. Yeah, that's a free kick. I thought Mason Mount did well to shield the ball there. I thought Phillips did well to get in there. The referee and myself and Gio were discussing it on the Patreon breakfast this morning. The standard of refereeing is excellent at this championship, by the way. Actually, I think Mason Mount might have sort of fallen over there. Greetings from Florida, says Simon Morgan. Hello, Simon. I went to Florida many, many moons ago. I saw alligators literally by the side of the road, right? By the side of the road in Fort Lauderdale. It's Friday. Yes, Friday. No, Glenn. My daughter's not supplying me tea. My daughter's in the chat, but she's at Nanny's, so she's watching the match there, and she's joined in the chat, which is very nice and loyal of her. So yeah, I mean, she can make all the tea she wants. I ain't getting it here. Gonzo, I'm back. Lost the Wi-Fi and a boozer, Major. Oh, mate, you were going to the boozer, weren't you? Okay, mate. Well, I take it you're watching it here. Yeah, I know Matt Major messaged in the week, said he was going to the boozer. Oh, sorry, mate. That's a bad time for the bloody. Oh dear, Kane, good feet there. Not great for the boozer to lose their Wi-Fi in the England game. That's really bad for the pub. Actually, going to lose a bit of money there, aren't they? Mitchell says, how proud does it make you that Declan Rice is the best player in the England team? Yeah, proud and worried. See, maybe at West Ham for long if he continues to be the best. But he's a leader. Actually, it's just so there ain't that many leaders. Well, I guess there's never been loads of leaders, is there? But you know, he's a real leader, Declan, aside from his footballing ability. Okay, free kick. They're going to try and swing it in, I guess. Well, they'll have to. Ain't no one shooting and scoring from there, that's for sure. I wonder if they're going to play it short, a little routine. No, it was Declan, England's best player. There we go. The only thing Scotland we don't have is a captain who can string a sentence together. That's not true. Okay. Harry Kane can string a sentence together, Gatesy. Thank you. Just because you can't understand it doesn't mean he's not stringing a sentence together. Evening, Sir Gonzo. Of Pringlesville. Hello, Michael. Got a tune for us, my friend. I'm sure you have. Evening to you. Hello, Chuck. Yeah, excited. Yes, yeah, I am. It's a proper fixture, Chuck. Really good. Well, thanks for your message the other day, by the way, mate. I did reply. Hopefully, you saw I did reply. Okay. A little bit. I want a little bit more control, a little bit more composure. I got a bit excited earlier because you say excited, Chuck. I heard Grealish was in the team, and well, obviously he's not. I thought it might be. It might be good. Okay, well defended there by Mings. The ball was sort of had a free kick. Scotland. They basically crossed it over from deep. Mings won the header, and the ball is now at Pickford's feet. He's not in the area. He don't care. He can pick it up. He's now again dribbled it back into the box and picked it up. If a GP says if we were to lose, how hard would it be with Gio? I in all honesty, I don't think he'd. I think he'd have a moment of joy. I don't think he'd spend a week gloating about it. In all honesty, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. I don't think he'd rub it in too much. I think he'd enjoy the moment, but I don't think he'd rub it in too much. Steve 50's in the house, in his house probably, not in my house. It could bring me a beer. If you are in my house, Steve, can you bring me a beer, mate? The bottle opener is in the cutlery drawer. Thank you. It is. It should be in the cutlery drawer, right? Where else would the bottle opener be if not the cutlery drawer? Unless you are very rich and you have a lot of spare space, you might have a bottle opener drawer. I don't have a bottle opener drawer. Be a waste. I don't have that many bottle openers. I've got 3. One's really good, but I keep misplacing that one. I've got 2 that basically don't work. They're those things that you put in the top of a wine bottle. I don't drink wine, and you push it down, and it keeps the wine fresh or whatever. But it's got a bottle opener on the top. It's crap. It's crap. Terrible. Or a butler to open it for you. That's what we need, Mr. Collingwood. That's what we need. Okay, England in possession. Luke Shaw. Okay, I mean Sterling's trying to show the ball. Sterling's done very well there. He's actually technically beaten 3 players there. Got himself out of a little pickle, or a big pickle, triple pickle. Reece James shaping to pass the ball to Foden. Back to James. Go on, son, do something sneaky. And now with Sterling, who's involved. Who is involved? He played really well. That was great. A little bit. Okay, come on. Who's this going to take a shot? Is it Mount? That's a corner. I keep wanting to say West Ham. It's not a corner to West Ham. It's really not. Sorry, Gonzo, not in your house, but I do have beer. Well, that's good, Steve. I'm pleased for you. I have beer also. It's just it's in the house. And also, it's not just. I reckon I could get the beer and crack it and be back here drinking it. I reckon I could do it in 30 seconds, 45 seconds. But it is hammering it down. I'd be drenched. Corner for England. Oh, we've hit the post. We've hit the post. Whoa, okay. Okay, I was going to say a Scotland player down. He's been told to get up. So they seem to be doing. Really, really good. Corner. It's John Stones, clearly. I mean, he was unmarked. He completely either lost his marker or he just wasn't being marked. That is not good for Scotland there. I mean, he's jumped really high in the air to win the header. The truth of the matter is he could have stood there and headed it. He was unmarked. Unbelievable. I mean, that is really shocking. Shocking defending, basically. And they're lucky. They're lucky they're not 1-0 down. There we go. So let's hope we don't, that's what they say, let's hope we don't rue that missed opportunity later. Why is Foden wearing makeup? He doesn't, he's got eyeliner on, doesn't he? That should have been one up. We certainly should have done. How does that Elvira pinball measure? Oh, Sterling again drove well into the box. A very short pass, very small pass to the on-rushing Mason Mount. He done well to win that ball back there. Sterling started the game very well. Mason Mount makes a great run into. Oh my goodness, it's actually. It's not. I mean, yes, he'll be really disappointed. He was basically 4 yards out, and he's hit it wide by a yard. That's quite inaccurate. But Sterling started very, very well. Where are we? What are we doing? What are we doing? Someone was asking. Oh, okay, but England are starting to get into it a little bit more. Whoever was asking, I think it was Ionix. Yeah. That's my favourite pinball machine, and I mean, I love this. This is such a great game. Such a great game. Actually, my mate came round on Mondays. First time I played it properly for a month. Ball through, heavy ball then from Scotland. Really should have done better. Jordan Pickford's shouting at his defenders, but not quite good enough from there. And Major, Wi-Fi's terrible. Join us for the Rice Suchik derby. We will see you then, my friend. We'll see you there. Guy liner, yeah, that's what they call it, Michael. I believe the guy liner. I don't wear it myself, not these days. Nuts. I don't think they call it nuts, Andy. No. Yeah, I put it. Gacy says put it in a net. I think he means Mason Mount there. You want to see a shot on target from there, but he will have an opportunity to redeem himself. Certainly. I'm sorry, I'm just checking. Oh, Phillips needs to be a little bit careful there. I've got to say, he should have let him go. There. The referee's having a word. He's sort of, if you're not watching, he's sort of he was involved in a tangle and he made it last longer than it should have lasted. Put it that way. Mitchell, has Yarmolenko made me reconsider? No. His future is asking price. Oh, I'll tell you what. Sorry, future no, asking price. Do you know what? I'm more. I thought we'd just have to give him away, and then just right after the last year of his contract. I think now I'd be more inclined to think we might be able to get a small fee for him. Certainly, Reece James. They tried to attack there. Nice assured play from Reece James. I like this player. I really do. Tyro Mings is get up. Not Tyro Mings. The fella he was battling with. I hope he's going to be. Yeah, who's he? Yeah, he's booking. Okay. He didn't give a foul against Tyron Mings because it wasn't a foul. I don't know who he's booking at the moment. This is not clear. I'm hoping he's booking the guy Dick Van Dyke. I mean, come on. You've got a battle. Mings defended well. Then he defended well. Gonzo, would you have brought Grealish in? Yeah, I would. I would have brought Grealish in, actually. Grealish is ready now. He's ready right now. You know this. You know, Grealish could dominate. He's ready to dominate games right now. Okay, I actually think Foden is probably better technically. There's not much in it, but he's got ridiculous technique. Foden, but Grealish is a bit ahead of him in terms of the dark arts. We call it diving or whatever you want. But also he's reading the games better because he's older. You know, I would have put him in there. I might have even dropped Foden for him. I don't think. It's unlikely. If Kane was fast, he'd be faster than he is now. Foden has got many good tournaments ahead of him, and I'm not saying he can't have a good tournament now, Gatesy. I think he will have a good tournament. What I would say with Grealish is ready to be the star of this tournament right now. Right now, if he played every game, Grealish could be one of the players of the tournament. I think Foden is a brilliant player. And look, you know, they're both in my team. If I had to drop one from here, you know, possibly Foden. I think he's a wonderful player. I really do. But I'm not sure yet at international level he's going to dominate a game. He's actually got the ball. Oh my goodness. Oh my words. Okay, sorry, we were talking about Foden. It was offside anyway. Foden was played in. I think it was John Stones there who played a very similar ball in the last game to Foden as well. I clearly understand he took it down beautifully. It was offside, had a shot. It was just wide. I think it's something like out of Jack Grealish won man of the match 3 of his last 4 England starts or something like that. I can't remember. The stat is something like that. He dominates the game every time he plays for England. He looks like the best player on the pitch. And I think Foden has got moments of games in, but I'm not sure yet I've seen anything where he's going to dominate an international game of football yet. I'm not saying he can't, just hasn't as yet, Gatesy. That's why I'd have him in there. Steve says, can't understand why he doesn't start Grealish. Yeah, I do think Foden has a better first touch than Gaz. I really do. You know, this is not. We were lucky to be able to talk about 2 such players. But there's no reason not to have them. You know, Spain wouldn't have any problem putting 2 skillful players in there. France wouldn't. Brazil wouldn't. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's almost like we're a bit English. Ooh, you know, we don't want too many people that can dribble and pass the ball and all the rest of it. So yeah, but anyway, let's see. We should have enough in us to win this game. I don't think we've started badly. I really don't. I would like to see a little bit more cutting edge, but you know, we're getting in there. Sterling is playing very well, very well. Mount just crossed the ball. I think it was McTominay that against McTominay's legs bounced out, dribbled out for another England corner. Jordan says Southgate doesn't want to cheat on the pitch. It's got nothing to do with it. If Southgate felt that strongly, he wouldn't select him in the squad. I'll tell you now, it's got nothing to do with it at all. He wouldn't, would he? If Southgate didn't like him and thought it was a cheat, he wouldn't select him. That's not it. That's not why he's not playing. Okay, Mason Mount with a corner, headed out. That time it's actually McGinn that won the header there, and it's cleared and Scotland were on the counter. England, including Foden, combines to win the ball back. Although Spain played a 10-goal striker rather than a 30-goal striker. Who was that? Casey says, still don't understand why Henderson got in ahead of Jesse. I think it is probably leadership. I do. I think you need leaders in your team anyway, just normally. I think when you've all got to stay together, isolated in a hotel for a month, I think it's really even probably more important that you get as many of those type of people in it. It may well just be that. I think he trusts Jesse. I don't think it would have been a choice between the two, Henderson or Lingard. but I do. And, you know, I don't know if you heard, but he said he played Trippier in the last game because he was vocal and he had an inexperienced defence there. That being said, I do find that slightly funny because actually the player he was next to was Mings, who's very, very vocal. But so clearly it is something that Southgate does like to have in his team. So I don't think, or in the squad, whatever. So I think that's why Henderson went. I used Morata instead of the Villarreal one and Moreno. Ah, right. Okay, cheers, mate. Hello, Dave. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, Sterling does look a different player. He really does. He's full of confidence. I do wonder if, you know, the lack of action in the season, maybe he's coming into form and fresh now. Good, Gonzo. Would you take Billy Gilmore on loan? Yes. Yeah, I think he's a really good player. Mr. Collins said Cody's as vocal as they come. Okay, interesting. Gates, he says Sancho and Bellingham. Yeah, I mean, Bellingham's got. I wouldn't be surprised. A free kick from deep from Scotland, headed out, handled by England. A little speculative shot there. Yeah, I don't know about the whole thing about Jesse going or not going. We'll see. Hopefully, it has an impact on West Ham. I think that's feels like it's going to be a long summer as far as Jesse Lingard's concerned. It doesn't feel like a long summer today. It just hasn't stopped raining. I don't know what it's like where you are. It's not stopped raining. And Mason Mount with a nice run. Do you know what? His technique sort of let him down at the end of the run, but he's so tenacious. He got the ball, and did it go to Kane? And I thought it was quite wasteful. I think it might have been James who said earlier wants to see Kane. Southgate needs to get the best out of Kane. He does. He really does. We want to see Kane having shots. Don't appear to be playing to his strengths. Funnily enough, we almost playing. I don't know, like that what they call a false nine. We're almost playing like that, aren't we? Really. I mean, it's okay. I mean, 23 minutes gone, 23 minutes and 5, 6, 7 seconds. I only say that in case you want to sync up and get on the timing. As Steve says, raining in Billericay. Must be raining everywhere. It's really miserable. Is it raining there? Is it raining at Wembley? He who hesitates is lost. What are you talking about, Gatesy? What are we referring to here? Who hesitated? Who's lost? Migsy likes that we're roughing them up a bit. Good. I mean, it's not. It's quite funny actually. It's not got the look of a typical robust game. It's not dirty. It's not overly dirty, is it? You lot can listen. I can't listen because otherwise we'll get a ban. What's the was Sterling offside then? What's the crowd noise like? What's the atmosphere like? Any good? Metal in both legs. Drink. Cheers. What can I do for a drink? I tell you what, Migsy says Sterling's not the player to deliver the cross that Kane needs. I agree, but Sterling's playing very, very well. Yeah, very well. And it's been raining. It's raining everywhere. Yeah, I think I got soaked 3 times today. I've got so wet. I'm going to show you something now. Got so wet. I've got no shoes left. 3 trainers have got soaked today on the school runs and that. I know this goes against my very nature. I've worn Crocs down to the man cave. Crocs. Don't like Crocs. I've had to wear them. No rain in Tenerife, says Michael. No, funny that. Got a volcano, though, haven't they? It's called Mount Teedy. It's one in, I think it's called Mount Teedy. Polish lager. Have you really, Steve? Have you really? Right, 2 seconds. Sorry. Oh, dearie me, I just have to reply to this. There we go. Many are watching the football. Some things can't be said online. Put it that way. Teedy, yes, Mount Teedy. Right, come on. Oh my goodness, Jordan Pickford, not Jordan in the chat. Right, come on, England. Let's have a little bit of something going on here. I'd like to be a goal up. Oh, Mandy, bless you. Right, you can stop that now. Thank you. You've already donated a £5. That's fine. £3 towards a new set of Crocs. Thank you. Hold on. What do you mean a new set of Crocs? What do you mean? Hold on a second. What's all this? I don't need a new set of Crocs. These are good Crocs. Well, as far as Crocs are concerned, right? These have got a leatherette on them. Anyway, I think it's called a leatherette. Oh, damn it. Maybe, mate. Maybe. I do like that. Someone said, where is it? Mount Teedy is pronounced tidy. It's like, tidy, Mount Teedy. Very, very tidy. You got to do the growl when you do the Welsh, you see. Got to do the grouse. The grouse? It's grouse. It's whiskey, isn't it? That's grouse. I don't know. Maybe it's a good job I'm not drinking, isn't it? It's a good job I'm only on the water. Albert Ellis is going to West Ham United. Is that true? Come on, England, for goodness sake. That helps if you shout. All the talent and a manager like Southgate managing them. A good fella. We should really... I don't know. I was reading it. I want to put it on the bloody screen. We should really have better plans. I totally agree. I totally agree with this, by the way. If England win, I will take those Crocs and I will. Oh, Harry Kane, Harold. Listen, Harold. Oh my word, Reece James puts a lovely crossover from deep on the right hand side. Harry Kane, he stretches, he dives, he heads it wide. John had leatherette in his old Cortina. I used to love the old Granadas, the same as the Cortina, but bigger, wasn't it? But they were massive. What were the old Rovers? The massive ones. They pleased the police had them, like a V6 or something in this Rover. Oh, they were like luxury, weren't they? Yeah, Kane does look rusty, James. He does. 4 opportunities now, yeah. Right, okay, right. We're going to get this out of there. El Gamer Catracho Loco. El Gamer Catracho Loco. He says Albert Ellis is going to West Ham. He's now said it twice. You don't have to post it again. You can write something different next time if you want. Good name, though. Good name. P6. P6 had real leather. Oh, fuck! Oh, I mean, damn it. Scotland had a shot, and Pickford did a really good save. And I swore at 8:30 at night with my daughter watching. Probably in Nanny's lounge as well. Sorry, Nanny. Good save. Oh, my words. I mean, we're playing with fire. We are playing with fire here. I mean, would have deserved that, wouldn't they? Scotland, I don't mean they deserve to be leading. We've had, as someone pointed out, 4 good chances. But, I mean, it was a chance. Great save from Pickford. Really good. I mean, this is what James was alluding to earlier, really. And I know a lot of you share the frustrations. Well, we have created some chances, and that's what Southgate will say. But you need to liberate these players. You need to liberate them. You need to let them go out and play. And I'm not saying he's shackling them, but we don't create, or we're not penetrative enough. Ruthless, nasty. Well, we are nasty. You know what I mean? Just at cutting edge. Blake. Morning from Sydney, Australia. Should bring your family down on holiday on West Ham. Come next season at pre-season, Gonzo. Blake, thank you for the $5, my friend. The $5 Australian dollars. Very bloody decent of you. I have never been to Sydney, actually. Never been to Sydney. It is, I'm sure the little ones would love it, mate. Actually, yeah. I bet it's lovely. Bet it's not raining there, is it? Did you see one or the other day? Did you not have floods recently? And then and just before that, you had the fires, all the bushfires and the forest fires everywhere. My first car was a Mark III. My first car was a Mark III Escort. White one. And it looked like an XR3i, but it wasn't. It wasn't an XR. It was like a cheats version. Do you know what I mean? I think it was. I think the XR3i was a 1.6 injection. I think mine was like a 1.3L or something. Or it was 1.4. Or it wasn't the XR3i, but I made it look like I buoyed it up. I pimped it, right? Very compact. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Get Grealish to penetrate, but not like he did during lockdown. He did some penetrating during lockdown. He might as well go and do that now. He's not getting on the pitch, is he? Good luck to him. R16. What's that? Round 16. I'm thinking. Do you know what I was thinking? I thought we were still talking about cars. There's like a Golf car, like a VW car that's an R something. It might be an R30, so very, very fast. I nearly bought one once, and then someone told me that the brake, just the brake, to have the brake service was 800 quid. I thought, crikey, I'm not doing that. Sorry, we've had that one. Thank you. Well, nonetheless. Where are we? Where was something else? See, this is what we're doing. We're talking cars at the moment. It's raining here. Crikey. He's in Sydney, Australia, and he's that's a nice ball from Mason Mount. A poor touch from Raheem Sterling, who has had a good game. The 1.6. Oh, the GL, Andy. Andy is posh. Andy is posh with the GL. What was the one? It was the gear. The gear. Remember? I don't mean like the gear. I mean it was called a gear, a Ford Escort gear. That had the soft seats and stuff. They were the days, mate. They were the days. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh, that's a great ball from Foden. But Kane's just not quick. It's just not quick enough. I'm sorry. This is not his. Sorry. Oh, Vauxhall VX. Oh, I know this car. Actually, excuse me. I'm going to go and Google it just to make sure. If I got it right. Where is it? Oh, wow. Okay. Right. So the old man, right? So the old man, you said the one I predicted would finish second. The old man. So I remember, the first car I ever remember him having was a Vauxhall Viva. Remember the old Vauxhall Viva? I remember then, and then And we got a Talbot after that, as I remember. Anyway, of course he did. Of course he did, Andy. You're showing your class now, mate. Luke Shaw, come on, son, do something, make something happen. It's right. Jordan's right. Steve's got a Volvo. Of course he does. Citroen AX. You're young. You are young, my friends. No, and that is when the Volvos were. Well, look, the Volvos are still made well, but everything is chunky and can survive a crash. But back then, the Volvos were just chunky. I bet it must have not good for the old bonnet. There. Back on the football quickly. I don't think Kane is fully fit. He doesn't look it, does he? He does not look it at all. Got Safira. I don't think they race them though, do they? Let's be fair. Let's be fair. He's all right. He's all right, Gatesy. He's all right, thank you. It's all right. It's Father's Day on Sunday, so I hope he's coming up. He should be trying to finish work early, hopefully. That's 40. That's young in my book, mate. Yes, Chuck. Yes, I know this car. We're generally awful. Put us up against Italy, Belgium. Right, this is so true. This is so true. This is absolutely right. We need to sort this out. Actually, we are really bad. He needs to sort it out. Do you know what? Do you know what annoys me? Right, it's not Southgate. There's a lot of them get this. They do something that's clearly. I say it's not working. Look, England might win this game. England probably will win this game, but it's clearly not good enough, right? I thought Croatia were really poor, by the way. And you think, Southgate, do you want to keep your job? Because you don't get that many goes at it. And it's not enough just to handle the press well and do all that sort of stuff. Surely you've got to be able to forge not just a winning team, but a team that inspires confidence. This is the selection. This is Southgate's selection of the best players that are available to us at the moment. And some of these players have played in the Champions League final. Some of them are excellent. There's a lot of excellent players there. And it's a bit crap to watch. Realistically, it's not inspiring. Do you know what I mean? It don't breed loads and loads of confidence. Oh, Detroit is the Homer cars, isn't it? Detroit. We do need someone. Oh, crikey. Okay, I was going to say a bit of a flap from Pickford, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It's I really like that. I really like that. That's excellent. Oh, my first bike was a DT50. How's that for you? Been watching. I'm already bored. It's boring. That's why we took my cars, I think. What do we want? What are we looking at? What are we looking at? What song do we want? Hold on, Luke Shaw. I saw the light on the night that I passed by her window. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. It's Delilah, isn't it? I don't know why I looked at Luke Shaw and thought Delilah. England win, Father's Day, my birthday on the same weekend. Well, hold on a second, mate. Okay, Father's Day and your birthday are a cert. All right, let's just wait on the last one. Happy birthday, my friend, by the way. Happy birthday. He's picking the best players, not the best team. Do you know what, Mr. Collingwood? You may well be right, my friend. I mean, they're shepherding the team. They're shepherding Sterling well. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, England throw him. DT50s. DT50 was DT50, wasn't it? Yamaha DT50. Oh, definitely famous. Oh, you like it? You like it? Yeah. I didn't get the DT125. Got something. It was a KDX. Should know these things really, shouldn't I? It's been a long time. Long time. That's a good one. Yeah, DT50. Yeah. The old hairdryer. I had to. I mean, so long ago, isn't it? I say it. Speak for myself. I had something called a fresco exhaust for it, or something like that it was called, and I had it sort of upgraded so it was actually 63cc, or something like that. This is, I think he's talking about us not talking about cars, but also this is true of the game of football. It is crap, isn't it? It is crap. And I celebrate with a swig of water. Well, I'll tell you what. That's 40 minutes of our lives we'll never get back. At least we've all found out what cars we used to have when we were little. There you go. Something, isn't it? Yeah, it was the DT. I'll tell you what actually the proper one was, the off-road one was the IT, the Yamaha IT. And you could get it, I think, as a 250. I think it was still a two-stroke. It was still a two-stroke. You're just wheeling a power band and kick. You're just wheeling it all the time. Yes, Andy. Big bore kit, micron exhaust. This is all coming back to me now. I used to have a bike as well called a Fizzy. It was called a Fizzy. There we go. I'll tell you, it'd be better than this. At least you see someone getting excited. Yeah, do you know what? I probably could have done. Just get Gio to do some of the watch-alongs. No, it's fine. It's my decision to do them. We don't normally do watch-alongs, to be fair. So, I'm doing this for the chinwag with you lot as much as anything else. The kids are at nanny's, as you know. Get Greece on half time, please, Mr. Southgate. Hold on a second. I'm looking at. Oh, really? I didn't even know there was a 175 in it. Well, you could tune in one up really, really well. The AR50. The license, you know, used to be a CBT Part 1 and Part 2, and I actually got. You will remember this because it was really the big brother of the bike you're alluding to. And the AR50 was the one that looked like a proper sports bike, 50, until they brought those Kajivas out. Do you remember them, the Kajivas? And you thought, oh wow, you know, it's only by the size of the tyre at the back that you know it wasn't. So it looked more chunky. But I got a KR1S, which is funny enough is my name. Do you know what I mean? Almost killed myself. Honestly, almost killed myself. Really did. Dangerous, nasty things. Anyway, there we go. Lots of bike stuff. Yeah, I bet you could, actually. I bet you could. Come on, for goodness sake. I think Gio's joining us at half time anyway, so he'll tell us a little bit what he's doing. Yeah, I did get a season ticket, Casey, and I think you might be partially responsible for that, mate. So the thing is, I don't really know who to thank. I've got a lot of people to thank, which I'm going to do on Patreon soon. I know a lot of you clubbed together to help me out, and it is, you know, you're a good man. You've helped me out massively. You know, I appreciate it, mate. But I did, yes, I used the generous, just the generosity of you, lovely people. Really, I've got the thing, same seat and same everything. That's it. Half time. It is a cool glass. It's my daughter. It's a cool glass. Huh? Look, Chloe, the water tastes even better from this glass. Oh, that's a posh one. The Vanden Plas, the seats in the back were almost like felt on them. They were like a sofa. The Vanden Plas was the one. Where is Gio anyway? No, it is. Thanks is required. When I have my troubles, put it that way. I mean, I can tell you now, the West Ham community seriously have my back. Amazing support. Amazing. I've not gone mad about to. Don't know what to do. I need to do a follow-up video at some point. And obviously, patrons, and I've discussed it to an extent on Patreon, but yeah, I mean, massively. Yeah, look, James is not impressed, and he's quite right. It's not James being miserable. It just bloody, that is terrible, absolutely terrible. I'm just checking the phone to see if what have we got? Hold on, I'm just messaging Gio. Excuse me, I know it's not the best content in the world. Where is it? Where is he? Where's he gone? There he is. Should I call him? Oh, he's here. He's here. I was actually going to call him live. I don't even need to introduce him. He can do it himself. He knows the stuff. You come on in. There you go. How are you?
Good, delighted. Really happy. We're halfway there, Gonzo. We need a point tonight. I don't care how we get. We need a point. We're halfway there.
Can I have a wee?
Yeah, you can do. I'll interact with a live chat or something. Let's see in a minute. Right, live chat. How are we doing? I'm pretty happy. As a Scotsman, I am happy at halftime because we need a point. We get a point tonight. We take it to Glasgow in our own backyard, knowing a win against Croatia will put us through. So I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I think we're playing all right, Scotland, to be honest with you. I'm a bit nervous because England's got Jack Grealish. If you didn't have Jack Grealish on the bench, I think I'd be relatively comfortable. But you do have Jack on the bench. That makes me nervous. The question is, so Grealish will come on. He has to. The only hope for Scotland is he takes off the wrong player. He's got to take off Sterling probably, or maybe Mount. But I'm hoping he takes off Foden, to be honest with you. I'm hoping he takes off Foden. But I just want a point tonight. I think we've got our tactics bang on. I think selection-wise, all right, I'll do that. If I hear Gonzo coming in the earpiece, I'll duck. All right, I'll duck. But anyway, I think selection-wise, I would have liked to have seen Patterson at right wing back instead of O'Donnell. I get nervous when England come down the left. But I think Dykes is winning everything up front. I think Adams is getting close to him really well. Robertson's doing well down the left. We've not seen enough of Kieran Tierney. But that's a good thing. He's disciplined. Kieran Tierney tonight. I was a bit worried and might get a bit too adventurous. But him and Scott McTominay are doing well to not go forward at the same time. And when they do go forward at the same time, it's a very sort of considered attack, if you like. They don't go too far. They don't both go 40 yards up. Whenever Kieran Tierney comes out the back with the ball, I do think that works for Scotland because players surround him like magnets. I think that's what frees up the space for Andy Robertson. So I would like to see more of Kieran Tierney's runs, if you like. But 0-0 suits Scotland, I think. Of course, we'd like to win it. Of course, we would. But we can't risk it. Scotland cannot risk going for the 2 points extra. Because if we lose tonight, we're pretty much out. Even if we beat Croatia, it's probably not going to be enough because it's goal difference. We'd only win 1-0. We have a -2 goal difference. It won't be enough. But if we draw tonight, we know we beat Croatia. We're surely going through as one of the best third place teams. I don't agree with the third place teams going through, but I don't make the rules. Those are the rules. So I'm hopeful. I think Scotland played all right, actually. I don't know what Gonzo's been saying. I'm sure when he comes back, he'll inform me. But I'm feeling okay. Right. John's comment, does Rice know he's allowed pass forward? This is the problem with Rice and Phillips playing. Obviously, Phillips was man of match against Croatia, but you're now seeing sort of old England with Rice and Phillips. They're almost too similar in a way. There's not enough adventure in the middle of the park. Mason Mount should drop in there, I think, and put great. If I was England manager, I would probably take off Calvin Phillips and put on Jack Grealish. I'd go for it. Then when you score, if you score, take off Raheem Sterling or something and put on Jordan Henderson and go back to what you're playing at the minute. Rice hasn't had a good game. You know, he's been warned by the referee about leading in with his arm for the header kind of thing. Commit a couple of fouls, as of Calvin Phillips. I think England's centre midfield is a bit soft tonight. I think Kane's been, I'm going to agree with the Hammer Royal. Kane's been terrible. Kane's been crap. He's been really, really crap, Harry Kane. So I've just barely seen him kind of thing. Galumpas is quite impressed by Scotland set up me an attacking sub. I don't think the problem is, mate, we can't risk it. If we do an attacking sub, it's going to be like for like. Eventually, I predict Clarke will take off Che Adams eventually, put on Ryan Christie, and he might take off Billy Gilmore or Callum McGregor and put on Stuart Armstrong. And I imagine that'll be his first two subs. Personally, I'd take off O'Donnell and put on Patterson. I think he's a bit tenacious as a right wing back. But we're doing okay. You offer me 0 at half time, we bit your hand off for it. Oh, here he is.
What's going on?
What do you make of it?
It's crap. It's boring. It's boring. England need to be more cutthroat. We're not playing to Harry Kane's strengths. He looks a little bit unfit. Sterling played well. Is playing relatively well. That being said, I think Scotland now got him more or less shackled down that side. I think we lack invention. I think we lack fantasy. Really, I think you're playing okay. I think Pickford did well to save that shot. To be fair, I think we can count us. I'm not saying we deserve to be losing, but I think we can count ourselves lucky that we're not behind, actually, because that save was so good.
Yeah, I think I'm happy. I'm happy with how we are playing, to be honest with you. I think we're playing it relatively safe while possessing a little bit of danger on the attack. Dykes is winning everything. Dykes is going up against Rice, Mings, Stones, Phillips. He's winning everything in the air. We've just got to keep on using him. I think what's going to be key, if we are going to get something, we are going to get a goal. I think it's going to come from a clever run from Kieran Tierney. He's not made many in the first half, but when he has come forward, I think England players go to him like magnets because he comes right down the middle. He doesn't go down the left. Sometimes at the end there, he cut in. He was trying to get down the left. You block that route. So he thought, well, I'll cut inside then. All of a sudden, Foden and Mount and all that. I thought, bloody hell, where's he gone? It just gives up room for Robertson. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I'm a bit worried because you've got Jack Grealish on the bench. The game is screaming out for Jack Grealish.
Doesn't it just?
But apart from him, I'm quite... If you didn't have Grealish on the bench, I'd be confident we were getting a point. But you do have Grealish on the bench, so I'm a bit weary. But
well, that's exactly where Southgate likes him, I think, to be honest with you.
Yeah, O'Donnell's crap, isn't he? He's done okay tonight, to be fair, but I don't think he's been tested. I don't think you've tested O'Donnell enough. Luke Shaw's got forward and stopped for some reason. He gets 3/4 way up the pitch and stops because Raheem Sterling's in the way a little bit. You can tell they don't play for the same club.
Yeah, look, I mean, you can get something out of this, but I do feel Southgate's got. I do feel like Southgate's got Moyes-itis with this sometimes. I don't mean that to be disparaging too much about David Moyes. He's had a wonderful thing, but a wonderful season. But when we have been frustrated with Moyes, it feels very similar to this. I know you're not feeling that because you're not invested emotionally in England, but you are thinking we'll do something, and you know what's going to happen. Something needs to be done now. Same with Croatia. Something needed to be done at half time, right? And he waits, and he's going to wait until 65 minutes to do something. I mean, Steve is in the chat saying Roy Keane's laying into England and rightly so. I'm sure he bloody well is. It's not good enough, and he's sorry, mate. Sorry, you talk. I've been talking all the time.
No, I was talking about the way I was saying. I think the problem for England tonight is you're seeing the old Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice partnership. It was wonderful against Croatia. It's not wonderful tonight. I think they're almost too similar in a way. But I think that's credit to Scotland a little bit. I think they've pinned Calvin Phillips back a little bit more tonight. He hasn't really come forward. And when he has, what I will say, this referee is probably the most Premier League referee like I've seen in the tournament so far. He is giving those little fouls that other refs weren't giving. So whenever Scotland need a bit of a break and they get a little nudge, they're going down, the referee's going, free kick, and we're saying, thank you, we'll have that, thank you. The other games I've seen in the competition, I'm not seeing them free kicks going. I think if we had a more free-flowing referee, I think Scotland would be in trouble a little bit, but we are getting the breaks. We are getting those free kicks and stuff. I'm happy. I'm a bit nervous as to what Clarke's going to do, really, because he will at some point get itchy feet. You know, naturally, as a manager, you must get to 60 minutes in the clock and think, got to do a sub here, haven't I? Also,
so what's he going to do? What will he do?
I predict what he'll do. I predict he'll take Christie on for Adams at some point, and I think he'll take Stuart Armstrong on for one of the midfield three. Depends. McGinn's had a bit of a knocking on a yellow card, but assuming McGinn is still fit, then I think he might take Armstrong on for Billy Gilmore at some point, because it's the easiest sub to make rather than Cal McGregor.
Would you do that now? Would you do it at half time?
No,
Would you bring Gilmore
I wouldn't
on?
change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing. I think we're doing okay. I actually think we're doing better. I actually think we're not dominating the middle of the park. Possession-wise, England will have had more possession. But I do think we're not really being bothered. When you come down the middle of the pitch, I feel like we're coping okay with it. Yeah. The midfield three, McGregor, McGinn and Gilmore, I think they're getting stuck in your faces. I think we're winning the physical battle. Your space is down the sides because we play with wing backs, and you've got to ask McGinn and McGregor to get out to the sides. And it's a long old trek sometimes. I don't think you're switching the play fast enough. If you were to go down the left and get over to Reece James quick, he'd have a lot of space to get into, but you're not doing it. It's very slow. It's a bit tedious for England. If I was an England fan at Wembley, I'd be bored.
Well, I think the England fans in the chat are bored, Gio. That's sort of been a feature of the last little while. I'm sure you are. I mean, Kane's chance was a good chance, and I felt when Mount got in there, I don't know how from 3 yards out he hit it a yard wide. Oh, I know it was on his left foot, but you'd expect a little bit more than that. But again, we're not playing to Kane's strengths. We are not playing to Kane's strengths. So. And I hate to say it, we're caught in this halfway house where Kane is too good to drop him, but we're not playing to his strengths. And so if you're not playing to his strengths, you either change it to play to his strengths or you drop him. But we're staying in this sort of halfway house, really. Hey, listen, thanks to everybody for recommending the Patreon and the subscribes and all the rest of it. Gio, you got to go, have you?
Yeah, I'll go in a minute. The team's coming back out.
Not yet, no. Well, no.
I'll give it a minute. I'm keeping an eye on the time. Don't worry. I'll go in a minute. I'm just a bit gutted. Che Adams never took a touch for his chance. I think he had a bit more time than he thought. When we cut it back to him and he took the shot, he sort of scuffed it a little bit. And I think it was Stones put his foot out, and it was a decent enough block by him in the end. You don't get many of them chances when you play for Scotland. And you don't get many chances, regardless of who you are, when you play England. So the combination of the two means you're hardly ever going to get an opportunity like that. I just pray that we can somehow do something tonight. When we do the review, I will be happy if we've got a point, because it sets us up for a cup final on Tuesday. Win against Croatia, we're through. A draw, we're out. Win, and we're through. But this
is true. This is true.
Croatia have only got a point as well, so Croatia have got to come to Scotland and go for it. Regardless of our result tonight, Croatia need to win on Tuesday to go through. So they're going to come at us, and I actually think that'll suit us. So if we can get a point tonight, 1 point on the board with 1 game to go, doesn't sound much, but 4 points will get you into the next round because of this stupid 4 teams qualifying from 3rd place. So it will set us up for a cup final at Hampden. You offered me that at the start of the Euros. I would have taken it.
Right, hence the reason you wouldn't change a thing by doing a substitution. Listen, teams are out. The teams are out, mate. I know your television's in a different part of the house. I'll see you in the review, mate. Lovely. Gio will be back for the review, which will be over on the main channel straight away after the game. So if you want to hear more of his opinion, no changes, says James. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy, really. We might well be proved wrong. Maybe the team do something. And it changes. Now, in the second half against Croatia, he moved Foden. We saw Foden involved a lot more because in the first half, Foden was isolated without any support on the right-hand side. He made a change. He dealt with it, Southgate, and consequently he moved Foden. He was a little bit more involved. There's clearly things that are not right in that first half. So let's see what he's changed. He's not changed any personnel. Has he changed anything tactically to get a little bit more from Harry Kane? Primarily to get a little bit more service in the box. Southgate's not doing the team any favours, not doing himself any favours. That being said, I still fancy us for a 1-0 win, which is, I predicted 1-0 before Croatia, I predict 1-0 before this one. I don't think it's going to be pretty, and we're not inspiring any confidence, and I think it was good. I mean, they're going Grealish, do some stretches, but that's all well and good, but make the change at half time for goodness sake. Everyone back in the chat, of course. What's the second half talking point? Garden furniture, yeah, absolutely. We need more intensity from England here. We really do. And and failing that, the ability to try and do something different. Raheem Sterling had a good first half. All right, let's he had a good first half of the first half. He had a good first quarter. Luke Shaw has a poor delivery. Worked it well down the left wing. Played delivery across. A bit poor delivery at the end there. But a nice ball from Sterling. It was a good first touch from Shaw, but I guess well defended in the middle there, and it's going to be a corner to England. So it'll be really interesting if we see any. We're going to be able to do something from this corner. Of course, Stones hit the post coming over. Weird sort of corner, a little bit shallow and a little bit flat. Was trying to get a flick on from Foden, which is a funny one. Phillips has just missed the tackle. Luke Shaw cleared it up. Otherwise, Scotland would have been on the counter attack. Don't like this, Alan. As Spanish commentators not very impressive England either. I like that. I'd like to know what they're saying. That would be good. Okay. Back on the ball, bit more possession, passing it backwards there, Phillips. I think Gio made a really, really good point there, which was about Phillips and Rice just not working in the way that it did against Croatia. I mean, that's easily solved, which is, get one of them off and bring another attacker on. I think you can do that. Kane's played in Sterling really well. He's got 4. Oh, Sterling, another good ball from Sterling. Tried to play in Foden. I think he might try to flick it with his. He was very close to goal, 2 yards away from goal. Tried to flick it with his right foot. That's a long shot there from Mason Mount. More attacking intent from England. This is better. This is better. Another corner. Sterling. Oh, that's a really good sort of nutmegged pass from Raheem Sterling. He's playing well. He's growing into the game. Oh, the fans are excited. Quite right too. It's another corner. Mount for the corner. So it's better than that flat last one. Bit flat. It's tried the same thing. It's there flat for Foden to flick on. I find that a strange tactic. First of all, I think it's also a strange tactic to then repeat the same thing straight away afterwards. That being said, even though Scotland should have been expecting it, he still managed to get it. Has Gareth chucked a few teacups? I don't think he does. He don't strike me as the sort, mate, really. I mean, Uncle. I mean, but the people aren't impressed with this, and what can you say? Look, I guess if we get through the group and it doesn't matter and whatever, we don't concede a goal and we get through the group with 7 points or something. No, I guess you could say, what's the problem? Job done. But whoever said it earlier, I think it might have been James. Whoever said it earlier, to play Belgium, to play France. You've obviously been watching it. Everyone's been enjoying the Championship. I'm sure these teams are on another level, and I don't feel, maybe with the exception of France, I have to say, who have so many players, but I can only play 11 of them. You don't feel really that England are not the poor, not the paupers in this. You don't look at England and think, oh, everyone else's players are far better. England have got some comparable players. England have got really good attacking players, but I don't know what it is. It's not like Southgate's not telling them to attack. So it's not like the shackles are on. It's not like he's being too conservative, but I don't feel he's inspiring them to play magically. No, I don't know why James. I don't think James is spamming anyone. I don't know if he's blocked. I don't know. All right. I think James is spamming anyone. I think James is just, from what I see, James is just, he's just annoyed with the performance. Italy for entertainment, but Germany to win. Italy look good though, don't they? Italy do look good. This is an interesting one here as well. England don't impose themselves and hang back, more reactive than proactive. I think that's very, very true. Very true. There you go. That's James is saying. Someone's spamming. Apparently, there you go. So, I got to be honest with you. With this, I can't look at the chat all the time, and sometimes we get some right old naughty posts in the chat as well, and they need to be, So anyone that helps out is very much appreciated. There's a cross there from, was it Robertson that got forward then? I mean, he was in a dangerous position there, a bit too deep into England territory for my liking. They've won possession back well there, Scotland, and they're passing the ball around at the back. You certainly don't need it. Certainly don't need it at all. How are you doing in Scarito? Do you know what? I need to go in and check. I'm doing all right on the goal scorer. Oh, some of them. Not bad actually, Andy. Not bad at all. Jerry says Rice needs to get more involved. As he says that, he is on the ball right now. I mean, Nigel Kane's worst player on the pitch by a mile. And Glenn, where's Glenn? Glenn's not doing too well in Soccerito. We need to impose ourselves. It is a Moretti, my friends. I used the fact that Gio was talking to everyone, and I went to the loo and got myself a beer, which means I don't moan about it this half like I was in the previous half. Are they going to pan to? It's quite funny actually, because it's the director, the camera director is clearly saying, there's one guy in a booth saying, okay, camera 1, camera 4, and that's what they're doing. There's clearly someone in the camera booth saying, okay, and give us the shot on Grealish in the dugout again, please. So even the cameraman wants Grealish going, and they say, Grealish is scratching his nose. Let's get the camera back on Grealish, please. Oh dear, that's how much action there is there. It's funny. So what's that? 52 minutes 49 seconds. Again, we started well, and we've had a good 5 minutes, and it's sort of flattening out a little bit now, isn't it? So he's had his. I don't know what Southgate does in his team talk, but whatever he's done, or whatever he said, you almost feel that that's now run its course. So, you're able to change things, I guess, tactically and from a motivational point of view at half time. Possibly now a substitution might be good. What do I know? Not a lot. Oh dear, Scott. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Okay. You do get a little bit concerned that we might well be. We've been better than Scotland. I don't think we're better than Scotland, but when it's like this, you think, well, they can do a sucker punch goal. Absolutely, they could. Sorry, Gates. He said he's contemplating phoning his Uncle Albert and asking about the war. It's funny actually. Sorry, just reading Martin's comments. Says Phil Foden's on the ball. He's going to check inside. I think they marshalled him well, pushed him back out. This is why you need something a little bit different. It's no good Foden being on his own there. They need to play some 1-2s and play around. They need a mate who could do. Okay, Get shot on, bit spooned over there by Reece James. He had a shot. Kane needs to move. He's so static. Yeah, I've just. I think he's got a lot of adventure around him, and I don't know. It's an interesting one, but unfortunately, there are too many people in this team who won't be substituted, and herein lies the problem when you need to do something. I mean, inject something into the game. If half of your team are untouchable, you're really limiting the amount of substitutes you can do. Listen, fellas, keep it down in the chat. Will you? Don't fall out with one another. It's bad enough watching the football as it is without without everyone falling out. Yeah, I do worry about Scotland getting a bit of a foothold in this. I don't think anyone else can see. Could anyone else see anyone warming up? Oh, okay, there are. I've just asked a question. There you go. I just saw him. Okay, it looks like Grealish was certainly one of them warming up. Yes, he is. I can see him now. But I was, what I said to Gio's right. It's evident what's wrong at halftime. Really, really. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? Thank goodness. Okay, Scotland had an attack then, and I mean Robertson was free on the overlap. Was completely free. Just the guy just didn't spot him. He didn't spot him. They'd have been in. I think they'd have gone 1-0 up then. We were really, really lucky. Really lucky then. And then the guy went. I don't even know who it was, but the guy sort of miscontrolled it. Who did end up getting the ball? Not good at all. I'll tell you this. Gonzo's 5-4. Okay. Yeah, 56 minutes, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Excuse me, I burped. There you go. It's this fizzy lemonade. Yeah, I'm sure they will, Dennis. I'm sure they will. Where's Jamie gone? There he is. I saw him a minute. Hello, mate. I hope you're well. They're digging their heels in. We're not doing brilliantly, mate. We're not doing brilliantly at all. It's listen, West Ham Fan TV best moments. I don't want to get involved in a bicker, mate. But you've not been banned, mate. You're there. Do you know what I mean? So so don't let's everyone just try and get on, and it's easy to fall out. I see it a lot on the internet, mate. Yeah, listen, you're very welcome to stay in the chat. Please do so. James is a good guy. James is a good guy as well. I know James. So kiss and make up. I'm sure it'll be fine. Uncle says, honestly, Kane is actually moving away from the balls. It drops. He's injured. I mean, you're not the first person to say it, Uncle. And as Gatesy says, get Grealish on, please. We are shocking. It's all huff and puff, no end product. Yeah, I mean, it does seem. Yeah, I mean, so James, sorry, look, this might be a final one. I don't want to talk about people banning and all the rest of it. James has only banned one person. That is because I've got a little thing up here. He's not banning loads of people or anything like it. All right, so just. Well, I was going to say enjoy the game. Kane, oh crikey. Got it onto his left foot. You feel that he would have that would have gone in for Tottenham, but I sort of do agree with what Jerry's saying now. I don't think the team is set up for him. I really don't. Really good. Just not good at all. Not good at all. Okay, I mean, I'm ready for the change now. I think Grealish is possibly coming on, as there's someone else still warming up there on the sidelines. It's hard to tell how many. I think there might be two. But Grealish has certainly been pulled over to one side, and one of the coaches' staff is talking to him. So I think I mean, there you go. As oh, come on. It's okay. He's creating a lot of corners, actually. He's created 3 or 4 corners, Mason Mount, and I guess because he's taking them as well. Let's just not do the short one that's flicked on to Phil Foden. What's wrong? He's got bad foul or something, Grealish, but he's coming on. Grealish is coming on, and quite right too. And I'll tell you what, you know, I really hope, well, clearly I hope it works out because I'm supporting England. Oh, why? Why did he not head it? Mings just tried an overhead kick. I mean, he's giant, right? Why did he not just head that? Is that just me? Was it? Maybe I got the angle wrong and the camera's a bit deceptive. What on earth did he try and do a bicycle kick for? Sterling, just a touch, just let him down slightly, but he's come on, Sterling, playing Foden in, just a little bit ahead of him there. I really hope okay, Grealish is going to come on. That much is clear. What Southgate doesn't need to do is take Foden off for Grealish. He mustn't do that. He mustn't do that. He has to take off either Phillips or Rice. And, you know, clearly I would rather it be Phillips. I'm a West Ham fan. But that's what he has to do with the full England spectacles on, not the West Ham ones on. He has to take off one of those and get another attacking player on the pitch. I mean, Gates is saying get Sterling off. The thing is that Sterling is involved and he is trying to attack. I just think you just get one of the other guys that's not attacking on. So we'll be really interested to see what he does. Excuse me. Corner to Scotland. Clearly he's not going to do it now. I would hope that we should have this well marshalled. Do you think, Alan? Do you think he's happy with a point? I hope not. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Reece James was headed off the line. I think it was Dyke. Actually, got a good technique on the shot. A really good technique on the shot. Actually, I would suggest the 2 best quality efforts, on target efforts. You can't class John Stones as on target, hit the post. Have actually been the one that Pickford saved, and that one, Reece James off the line. This is really crappy stuff. This is really crap. It's great technique from Dyke, and then really, and maybe it was going wide. Maybe it was. I think it was curling. I might be wrong, but Reece James there, excellent defending. It's so predictable. It's so predictable. I want Jack Grealish on. I really do, and I think possibly Jack Grealish will be able to do something, conjure up some magic on his own anyway. All right, but this one attacking midfielder off, one attacking midfielder on, and we'll keep the same shape. Look, you know what? It'll probably work, but he needs to. This, I don't know. I don't know. You know, listen, maybe he does after the point. Maybe he's happy with the point, but he'll take the win if he can get it. You know, those other big teams aren't doing that. It's terrible. Well, the Scottish fans are in good voice. It just gets. It's just more and more squeaky. Look, like for like, he needs to change the shape. He needs to change the ethos. He needs to change everything that the team are doing. He just made a punch from Pickford there. Scotland are now growing into the game. This is what's happening. The change needed to be done at half time. It needed not just to be personnel change. It needed to be tactical. We can have no complaints here. We have no complaints here. You know, we have invited Tottenham on. We've invited Scotland onto us. Oh dear. Do you know what? What Jamie is saying here is absolutely right. And this was my point earlier. Spain, Portugal, France. It's not either or. Do you know what I mean? It's not either or. Oh, you know, one skillful player or another skillful player. It's absolutely ridiculous, actually. that we do this. You know what I mean? It's not Bernardo Silva or Fernandes for Portugal. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's not De Bruyne or Hazard. It's actually De Bruyne and Hazard. You know what? We'll have another Hazard as well on top. Only this is exactly right. This is exactly. Hey, my friend, how are you? How are you? That's no long time. No see on this. How's your views going? You must have done a massive video by now, I reckon. Come on. Okay, it's a corner. Grealish wins as a corner. Yes. Yeah, we would be torn to pieces by them. You can email me at hammerschat@gmail.com. There you go. It does look knackered. It does look knackered. Or injured. Yeah, a lot of people saying it. Right, come on. Corner to England. Low and lacking. Oh, missing the first, hitting the first man again. Now you'll do all right, mate. You'll do all right. You always pull something out of the bag, my friend. You always pull something out of the bag. It was a poor corner, Jerry. It was a poor corner. There's no. Come on. This is a hard watch, right? I'm glad you're here. I'd be on my own in the lounge, moaning to myself, shouting at the telly. I probably had a few more beers by now. I've got to make this one last. I can't get down there again. But anyway, free kick from deep to England. This is I'm still going with a 1-0 win. I'm still going with to England for England to win 1-0. That being said, the longer it goes on, the more concerning it is as a better delivery. I think it was Shaw rather than Mount that time, though. Tyrone Mings up in with a nosebleed up next. Don't want to ever see another bicycle kick. Grealish on the ball. Sterling on the right hand side, moved that way now. See, this is the thing. That's why I wanted Foden still on the pitch. But what just happened? Oh my goodness, that was a donkey touch. Tyrone Mings. It's not really his job, is it? But crikey. Absolutely. Okay, come on, Kane. You've got to make something happen now. He's laid it. Oh, it's just not happening for Kane. He is not playing well at all. It was a massive error, Andy. A massive area. What's a massive area? That's all. Where are we? Davy boy. Where's Davy boy? Come on, boys. Come on. The longer this goes on, as Gio said, Gio came on at half time. Gio alluded to this. Scotland will be very happy with a point because they can go. Grealish has gone past one of the players. Bad. Grealish gave it away. Good run, gave it away. Because it means they can go into Croatia game, try and beat Croatia, and get through to the next round. By the same token, you have to look and think, well, Southgate, this would be 4 points for Southgate, which is right. Michael said Kane off, Caleri on. Quite right. Do you know what? Actually, you're not missing much in the game. It has to be said. That's for bloody true. They can't play this. They can't play this bad on purpose. Surely. Do you know what? I do have one, but it's not set up. It's not set up. No, it's another schoolboy error. Really, I just don't. I'm so tight. I don't want to power it. I don't want to power it when I don't need it. Do you know what? Even though we can't bring Caleri on, I do think there's something to be said for Southgate shaking it up front. What's he waiting for? It's now 69 minutes, 33 seconds. What's he waiting for now? Maybe it is that. Maybe he just thinks, like I mentioned a minute ago, that the 4 points will be enough from these 2 games. But as we keep mentioning, where does that leave us in terms of, because we're in a tough half of the draw, right? You know, we get out of this group, we've got to play someone nasty. And as Dennis says, all we had to do today was win to be in the last 16. This is good. This is a good job. A good job by Scotland, right? Now, I wouldn't mind. I'd mind less if it was 0-0. If what had happened is Scotland keep on having to throw their bodies in front of the ball and block shots, and the keepers making world-class saves. Fair enough. But we're not forcing an awful lot. And I think with Southgate, he loses his job if he don't sort this out, and we're crap and we have a crap tournament. He'll lose his job, and he'll have only himself to blame, and it'll be his own lack of adventure. Basically, by trying to play it safe, it's that old attack's the best form of defence. By trying to play it safe, you're just not going to get anywhere. And you're right, Kate. See, it is fair. It is fair play to Scotland. It absolutely is fair play to Scotland. But we should be doing more. We should be doing much more. And Jerry said he's borrowed Moyes' substitute user manual. That's what I said to Jill at half time. It does feel that way. It really does. Okay, little 1-2 with Kane to Mount. Sterling was offside, unfortunately. Need to do better. We must do better. Southgate is until 2022, according to the FA. Look, I mean, to be fair, with 1 year left on his contract, they wouldn't have a problem paying that up. It's whether the FA have got the balls to do it anyway. But this is the FA that bottled. Oh, they bottled so many. Okay, here we come. Here we go. This will be, Rashford. He's getting his shirt. Looks like he's going to come on. He'd probably take Grealish off. Again, it would have been nice for Kane to have a bit of support. I would go along with the suggestion that Kane, there's something not quite right with Kane. Now, don't get me wrong, he hasn't had the service. This much is true. He hasn't had the service. I don't know how Grealish wins some of these free kicks. I really don't. He did just fall. Let me look at it again. It looks like he... Okay, no, to be fair, the geezer was pulling his arm down there. He's very good at making it look like he's tried to stay on his feet, Grealish, but you took it much. Did you just fall down then? It's frustrating when it does it against West Ham, though, doesn't it? Reece James, I don't know if you saw that. And Reece James is doing that. He's asking people, make a run for me, do something. They're quite static a lot of the time. And I know we said Kane was static, but England are actually, in terms of the pass and move, there's not a lot of it. That's why I would have liked to see Foden come on to do something with Grealish, because at the moment, I mean, you saw that Grealish had the ball, good close ball control. That was good from Mount. Oh, okay. Unlucky Luke Shaw. Good bit of play there. Good bit of play. Grealish, Mount, and then Luke Shaw. But you get the impression that you get more of what we've just seen, which is a little 1-2s and stuff like that. Really good. Really good. But that's why it was good to have another footballer on there. Good ball player. Southgate is channeling. He's in a fat Sam, says Arthur. Where is that? You can see that on there. This is right. This is absolutely right. So Harry Kane, I was going to say Marcus Kane for Harry Rashford. But you know what I mean. Rashford for Kane. Okay, right. Let's have a bit of this. Yeah, absolutely. Levy didn't think about that one, did he? Levy, you're right. Levy's watching this thinking, oh my goodness, that's another 10 million off the price. So, okay, it's very much, yeah, I mean, it's quite clear. There you go. It's evident there. Rashford has just taken up the position Kane's position, and you've got to think. He's got, Scott said, "My dead grand, God rest her soul, Nanny Telfer is could have done better." I mean, Rashford can only do better, can't he? Really, let's be perfectly honest with you. We lack any spirit here. We lack any. It's not just drive, is it? It's not just determined. Bit of fantasy, bit of stuff. I tell you what, I got it. They don't look like they're having much fun out there. For all this stuff about the England players, for all this stuff about the cohesion and about the team spirit and everything Gareth's trying to put in place, and just forget about the playing for a second, right? They don't look like a team. And I mean in terms of the personality, the interaction with you. Actually, just looking at a bunch of guys playing a game on a football pitch, they don't look like they are. Which is what you never get with West Ham, do you? You know, West Ham are a team and a bunch of guys. I do wonder how enjoyable this is for them. What have we got here? Let's have a look. Well, there we go. What's Glenn said? What? Oh, you're probably right, mate. You're probably right, and we will suffer because of that. We will suffer. They don't look like they've Joel's. They don't. They look like they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders. They look like it's a hassle. It's a burden to be out there. Crazy, really. I think you're right. I think you're right, Michael. It's like the at the moment you're looking at. I know we're not losing. It'd be very hard to spin this. You know, and what I mean is spin this. If they get a point, I don't think it's going to be a good few days in the press. You know, it's going to be quite hard for them to spin it. Really. This is a tough old watch. Tough old watch, really. I guess he'll be thinking he's got Maguire coming back for the next game. I mean, you know, he's actually said for this game Maguire will feature. What's he going to do? He ain't going to bring him on now, is he? Surely not. A good shielding from Phillips, but we're defending again. We're defending too. Midfield of Ron, Jane and Freddie. Lovely. Zippy and George said, Zippy. George. Has anyone ever seen the Rude Rainbow? Maybe it's just me. It's not porno or anything like that. It is just the Rude. Hold on, my daughter's not still. You're not there, are you, Chloe? Forgot about that. I forgot she was watching. There's a Rude Rainbow. It's very funny. Very, very funny. The racer, so popped on your comments up. Yeah, my friend. Where have you gone? Where has he gone? The most boring performance I've seen. I'd rather watch Luton Town v Cardiff. Now, there's a man that sounds like he's watched Luton Town v Cardiff, and never quite forgotten it. Oh my goodness! Hello, Chloe. All right. Don't worry about what I said earlier. Come on, do something. Is Raheem Sterling? He's in the box. Is he going to try and? Is he trying to win a pen? Oh, for goodness sake! It wasn't a pen. I'm sorry. Not only was it not a pen, he's looking shocked, Sterling, because he was trying to get the pen. He basically decided, I'm not going. All right, he sort of did trod his toe a little bit. Actually, more I look at it. Let's have a look. He did. Well, I guess it was a pen. What do I know? I think it was. Strictly speaking, it was a penalty. He didn't get anything of the ball. I wonder if VAR will do something. Are VAR looking at it now? Because that was a penalty, really. Are they not looking at it? Why are they not looking at that? Does anyone know what's going on? Does anyone know what's going on here? There's no. That wasn't. I mean, look. What I think is he didn't do himself any favours. Any favours. By the way, I think he went down. You know, and all of that. Maybe that was it. I don't know, but it was a penalty. He definitely didn't win the ball, and he definitely trod on his foot. The rainbow parody of Top Gear. I've never seen the rainbow parody of Top Gear. No, I haven't seen for that. Don't tell Gatesy about Rude Rainbow. VAR back to referee time. Technically, it was a penalty, Jerry. Technically, it was. Yeah, that's a foul. He'll give that one. Oh, crikey! This is the death of 1,000 cuts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've wasted all your evening. Wasted my evening. We all waste our evenings. We all should have gone to a cinema or something, not together. Actually, that would have been a laugh. 116 of us all going to the cinema together. That would have been a fun evening, I reckon. Be better than this. Who's paying? Who's paying? 116 tickets to see Cruella de Vil, please. Or was it Peter Rabbit too? Rice has been poor. Says Thunder and Joy. Live stream for the cinema. I'll tell you what. Why do they not put the football on at the cinema? Do we know that? Or do they? I just don't know about it. Rashford's first touch. Good defending. Good defending. That is. It wasn't an opportunity, but it should have been made into one. Oh, this is really bad. Hello, Travis. It's a Moretti, my friend. Moretti, not much left. You see, there's very little left. It's dregs. But actually, it's mine. You know, I mean, Rice has blocked the shot there. Oh, it's another corner. The racer says this game is agitating me. You're not the only one. Yeah, I'm looking at 81 minutes. Crikey, we've got to sit here for at least another 10 minutes. It's not you lot, by the way. It's not your fine company. I'll tell you now, you lot have made it 10 times better than it would have been. I'm bloody glad I haven't watched this on my own, actually. Jamie, did they used to do the F1 in the Odeon Cinema? Oh, God. He hasn't got a clue. He doesn't know what to do. Southgate does not know what to do. This is crazy. All of these players. And you think, you know, he's got a Jadon Sancho there. He's got Grealish. He's got Foden. He's got Mason Mount. He's got Rashford there. Really good players. Really, really good players. Jude Bellingham. You see him play for Dortmund this season. Look at it. Right. Well, firstly, hold on a second. We didn't know you were a female. Secondly, you're not, because my daughter Chloe's in the chat somewhere. Aren't you, Chloe? She'll say yes in a minute. So, girl, a few words. She'll probably just say yes. Say yes, Chloe. Glenn, it is a shame. The games. Well, this is the thing you say about that. Where's your thing? Where's it gone? It just disappeared. There you go. It's a shame. These would be much better bloody watch-alongs if we had some goals to celebrate and more beer to drink. There you go. Chloe's in the chat. Yes. Oh, and Mandy. Sorry, Mandy. 3 girls. There you go. It's girl-alicious in here. It's mostly girls. Mostly girls. Yeah. Obviously, ladies are very welcome. Sancho and Bellingham, both on the bench. Gareth is confusing the hell out of me. Every single player. This is James. James is saying every single player been woeful. It is bad. I'm gonna have to do. I'm doing the player ratings on the Patreon tomorrow. That's going to be a death of 1,000 cuts, isn't it? Crikey, I'm going to score them. It seems not, my friend. It seems not. There you go. So what happens when you give an amateur chef and a professional kitchen, he becomes a DJ. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. You're absolutely right. We'll all be liberated to have a weekend, basically. And this is just the most correct thing you're going to read all day. And it's the same thing, by the way, Alan. The wrong players are played. Not enough trust in the talented players, and injured players are selected, and tired players are played. It's always the same. I don't know what it is. And you know what? I was going to say it's an English thing. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter if we've got a Swede or an Italian running the England team. It's just everyone seems to make the same bloody mistakes every time. Do you know what? I actually got excited. Am I behind or what? Am I behind? Have England scored? I don't know. There you go. Very nice. Very nice too. That's true, Ian. Come on, England. That's a song, actually, I believe. Yeah, hey, they're not. I'll tell you what, they are not playing anywhere near as good as West Ham. Nowhere near. Nowhere near at all. I'm done. I wish I drank more than a solitary beer. I could have done with being drunk. It's been. I wouldn't have got drunk. It's been very sobering. What's he thinking now? What's he thinking? What is Southgate thinking? What on earth am I meant to say when Gio says in a review, who's your man in the match? What on earth am I meant to say? Come on. Do you know what? It was a foul. It probably is a card, but I think I would just like Grealish to get up and let's, you know. I don't mind him winning free kicks for England, but it's pretty useless to us there. And to be fair, you know, I don't know. Anyway, just me. I'm just annoyed now. As Casey said, their best players are left back. The referee's mad in a match. I'm going to have a bit of a moan. I think I'm going to have a moan in the review. You know, you've heard me moaning all the time. We've all been moaning, haven't we, really? Maybe I won't. Maybe England will win right now. No. Oh, well. I mean, sorry, Connor's saying this here. This is absolutely right. This is absolutely right. Yeah, I'm doing mine tomorrow. Gio's doing his ones tonight. I'll do mine tomorrow. Oh, there we go. Come on. We can do something now. They look like a bunch of strangers, this lot. Hello, Chris. Didn't see you there. How's things stateside, my friend? Yeah, well, do you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care, mate. I don't care. Honestly, what can I possibly say to defend this? I can explain that. I can explain that. That is the ineptitude of the FA, who won't appoint the most brilliant manager at any one given time. And quite frankly, he was FA technical director, then he was England under-21s, and they felt they'd give it to him because he understood the talent that was coming up through the ranks. Basically, we had a load of good young players. We started winning some youth tournaments. They gave it to him. That's why Southgate got the job. He didn't get the job because of any brilliance as a manager. He basically was already an employee of the FA. He's got photos of someone. That's why he's got the job. He's got dodgy photos of the FA chairman locked in a safe somewhere. Well, not quite a fully proper job, fortunately, but enough. Weirdly, enough. Bloody headphones pop me glasses. Not enough of a job to give them to keep them alive going into their last game. And we're alive. We can still qualify here. But let's be perfectly honest. And I keep saying this. It's not just... It's not do we want to qualify. Clearly, we want to qualify from the group. But we don't. Who is it going to be? Do we know? Is it going to be France? Let's say it's France. Do you want to see England, this England against France? At some point, he does need to take a look at himself, because actually we've got some good players. And Kane is a good player, right? I mean, a really good player. Oh, for goodness sake, Rashford's bad control. Okay, Declan, go on, have a shot, Declan. Oh, okay, why? He's always pass it to Reece James. Bad cross from Reece James. Declan, it's Raheem Sterling, goalkeepers. Oh my goodness. Oh, crikey. It was Keystone Cops. It was a massive scramble. That is the closest we've got to scoring a goal, I think, and it was purely accidental and miscontrol and the ball bobbling all over the place. Rice heavily involved in that. Rice was heavily involved. Oh my goodness, it was really, really close. I think it was in the end, it was McGinn that cleared it, but it was very scrappy. And what can I say? A scrappy episode where everyone falls over was England's best chance of scoring a goal there. And my point I was saying, we've got 2 minutes. There's 50 seconds left, basically. And I will finish this very abruptly. Do we really want to see England against France? This England against France? It's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I am going to finish this really abruptly, so I will just say now, because we've only got 30 seconds. Thank you to everybody for joining. I'm finishing it abruptly because I'm jumping straight over to the review with Gia. So Jack Grealish, one last run. Not great. In fact, I'm going to have a massive moan up in the review. It'll be over on the main channel straight away. He won't hang about. So thanks for joining us on here. Pop a like on it if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much. If you haven't done already, I know James and Gates here asking everyone to earlier, so I'm sure most have. By liking this video, you're not saying you've liked the game. All right. All right. You're just helping the channel out. It's as simple as that. That's it. That's done. I'm going. Goodbye, Chloe. Goodbye, darling. Your bedtime now, isn't it? I believe. Probably not. Weekend of nannies. I'm going to go. Thanks ever so much, everybody. I'll see you over on the main channel right now. Sorry we couldn't get each other a win. There we go. Right. End broadcast. And I think, yeah, I think that's about it, really, isn't it? Lovely. Right. See you later.